So, ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. I know you have busy days, but it is always good to, to come in here and we learn a few things together. So today I want to share with you 5 tips for successful Uber and Bolt drivers. If you want to be a successful driver, if you want to be one among those who don't complain that the business is tough, that the business is against the driver, that it is sucking blood out of your veins, then you must adapt these 5 tricks and tips for you to be a successful driver. There are so many Uber drivers who are happy out there. As well, there are so many others who are complaining each and every other minute. So come with me, and these are the 5 tips for you to be a successful Uber driver, whether you are new or you are a veteran. So the first tip is this: accept and complete every trip. I know this must sound very, non-practical, but this is one of the biggest things that you have to do so that you can become a successful driver. Sometimes you will get trips that are 3 kilometers away. When there is no traffic, pick that client and drop them. Maybe you will burn kilometers, we call them dead miles. The 3 kilometers you spent to go and pick that customer might seem a lot, but you don't know what will happen. My principle here is that you better regret for doing than not doing. Okay? You better regret for doing something than not doing. You might say you don't want to pick a passenger 3 kilometers away, and then you end up staying there for another 30 minutes without any customer. Or you get another customer who is 4 kilometers away and you rejected the 3 kilometers. So always accept all trips, as long as there is no traffic. That is what I say. Number 2, be welcoming, be jovial, and show the customer, show the rider that you are approachable. By the time the customer or the rider is entering inside your car, they can quickly tell whether you are approachable or not. Some drivers will just give you a look and you avoid them completely throughout the trip. So be approachable. Even if, please avoid a lot of stories with the customer, but the few words that you will say when the customer is entering your car will determine whether that customer sees you as, a hospitable person, a social person, an approachable person or not. So show the customer that you are just a very good person, even if you don't give them a lot of stories. Okay? So, and then if you show them that you are a good person, it creates an opportunity for being tipped. Whether it is 10 shillings, 20 shillings, it creates the difference between you and, and the fuel increase. If the fuel increase or the petrol price was increased by 20 shillings, and that is the tip you get from every customer, it means you are covered. Okay? It is small things that make the difference in the world of customer experience. Number 3, call your customer before you start moving. Okay? In these days, we have kids who play with their mother's phone or their dad's phone, and there are so many mistaken requests for, for ride. A kid will take the phone and click by mistake, and they request a ride. Nowadays, again, I think there are a lot of ride referrals. I don't know what is happening, but drivers are saying that they get requests from riders who are not aware that they requested. So always before you move, call the rider, ask them whether they requested the ride, and if that is the case, you start the trip. If not, if it is by mistake, you request them to cancel and indicate that it was a mistaken request. So that will help you a lot, because you might get a 2 kilometers distance to go and pick, and then on arrival there, the customer tells you it is a wrong request, and then you catch fire, which is unnecessary. Number 4, be friendly to the traffic policemen. Okay? In Nairobi, there are traffic policemen in all corners where you are probably going to commit a mistake, a traffic mistake. So whenever they stop you, show them that you respect their work. Even if sometimes they are not reasonable, just show them that you appreciate the work they do. By just mentioning a few words, you can just show them, you understand the effort they are making to ensure there is order on the roads, And also, if you are on the wrong, you just tell them you admit the mistake and you have learned, and you will avoid it next time. And then if the situation gets worse, you know the decision to take, but never show arrogance to the policemen. Never, criticize them or show them as if they don't know the work they are doing. Of course, most of them behave in a manner that, prohibits you from respecting them. But if you can exercise a bit of restraint and just show them that you respect them irregardless, you will have an easier time on the road. They will really give you an easy life if you show them that you appreciate. Not all of them, but majority of them will become good friends with you during that instance. So, and then the last one, you must be a very, very strategic driver. This is a business like any other. You must analyze your city quite well. You must know what areas are high demand areas, which areas are, low demand areas, which areas should you drop and wait, and which areas should you drop and, and move even before waiting for a ride. So some areas, definitely, I always tell people, don't be in a hurry to leave once you drop a customer. Within 1-2 minutes, even if it is not the right place to park, you will get a request. But in some places, you have to immediately move to a nearby area, which is more probable for you to get a request than, wasting time there waiting. So be very strategic. Analyze your town very well, know how roads look, know the shortcuts, and these things take effort for you to analyze every trip before you start your car to drive. So those are the key things that if you practice them every day, you'll not be complaining like any other driver. Driving taxi is a business like any other. There are hard times, there are good times, there are bad days, there are good days. So always pray before you leave your house, so that you can get good customers, you can travel the best routes, you can beat traffic and those kind of stuff. Otherwise, enjoy your driving. And then if you have questions, always let me know. I will be answering all of them for you. Okay? Have a good day.